Hello everyone, this is Professor Dr. Satish Polshettiwal from MIT World Peace University School of Pharmacy, Pune, India. Today I would like to discuss, I'm going to take you on a very important topic of today's discussion, that is the understanding of biochemical test, which is commonly known as AMVAC test. We all of you know the identification of microorganisms is very important. In order to diagnose a disease, one has to identify that unknown microorganism in the given sample. The sample could be blood sample, air sample, urine sample, any sample that contain microorganism that need to be analyzed properly. Then and only one can give proper treatments. So this method, biochemical method, is one of the methods where we can identify the unknown culture. So let's begin with this topic. You all of you know identification of unknown bacterial culture are made possible with various techniques. One technique could be on the basis of morphological characteristics, where we can identify, we can observe the morphological structures. Maybe it could be in the arrangement form, cocci form, bacilli form, staphylococci form, streptococci, that we know different morphological characteristics. On the basis of staining reactions, we know gram staining, acid fast staining, endosphos staining. Based on the staining reactions, we can identify the unknown culture. On the basis of nutritional requirements, because we know bacteria require four important constituents. That is, one is optimum temperature, optimum osmotic pressure, optimum oxygen requirement, and optimum, we call as nothing but the your nutritions, so temperatures. So on the basis of culture characteristic also we can identify the bacteria. Today's topic that I am going to take you, that is biochemical reactions. You all of you know living microorganisms are differentiated on the basis of various enzyme catalyzed metabolic reactions. Presence and absence of certain enzymes, intermediate metabolites, or end products are often give valuable information in identifying and classifying the microorganisms. Definitely this method is very important method. One has to identify the various culture, various kind of microorganism present in the given sample. Another method is on the basis of serological reactions. That is, we all of you know, we measure by different kind of ELISA test, different kind of test we perform, that based on antibody reactions and all these things. So today's topic of discussion is biochemical reactions. Let us talk about that. So before going to start this topic, let us begin with, so background about this biochemical test, why we are performing, why we are studying this biochemical test. We all of you know the classic clinical microbiology techniques such as culture and phenotypic analysis form the major chunk of microbial identification, especially so for the bacterial isolates. The most sophisticated microbial laboratories still use the microbial culture techniques that need to be isolated first, maybe in the form of bacteria, in the form of fungal species and all. Then biochemically we can identify their isolates. Many different automated biochemical testing equipments are available which use the same principle, only that the system is automated. The majority of the microbial laboratories around the world, molecular tests are not available or feasible, and identification is made through classic biochemical tests. Still, many pathologists are used biochemical tests to identify certain microorganisms which are there in the blood sample, mostly Enterobacter species. Enterobacter species are motile, they are aerobic gram-negative bacilli belonging to family Enterobacteriaceae. The major species are we call as Enterobacter, then aerogens and agglomerates. They are the species which are mostly appear in this category. They first achieved wide notoriety, as a pathogen in 1976, following a nationwide outbreak of septicemia in 378 patients at 25 hospitals, resulting from contaminated intravenous solution. That was the first kind of the case where observed by the scientists and doctors, clinicians. From that, people got to know that there's something, the microorganism is there that causes these particular infections, because they can replicate in glucose containing parental fluids. They can continue to cause a sporadic outbreak of these types. That's why the scientists and pathologists are try to find, they are very keen to know about this kind of species, how we can identify those species by using biochemical test. We all of you know sepsis, mostly the sepsis, how the sepsis is caused. Mostly whenever we expose with the microorganism, any kind of bacteria, then it goes to your body, and then the bacteria enter your blood system, then leakage of blood vessel takes place, then organ disinfection, that organ may be dysfunctions, and death may occur. So sepsis is a life-threatening illness. It is usually caused by your blood response to the bacterial infection. So definitely one has to identify this. So if you diagnose the disease, then definitely they can treat it properly. So prevention is better than cure, that you are understood. That is the mechanisms. So we all know diagnosis of bacterial infection can be taken by different methods that we talked about that. Today's topic of discussion will be, that is, we all know that is called a biochemical test. If you talk about the broad classification, it has been classified into three important we can say groups. universal method, differential method, and specific methods. So what is universal? These tests are done for almost any isolate and guide the microbiologist to possible set of biochemical tests that need to be done and get reliable identifications. So example, your hemolysis pattern, motility test, catalysis test, oxidase test, they are very universal and you can say done almost for any isolates. Like differentials that we are talking, because these differentials staining or differential kind of not staining biochemical tests based on the principle of groups of enterobacteriaceae can be accomplished on the basis of their biochemical properties and enzymatic reaction in the presence of specific substrate. We know whenever there's a reaction, if you see in this figure, whenever there's a substrate react with any kind of enzyme, you are getting end products. If you add certain indicator into that, definitely we can identify those changes in your sample. That we refer as AMVAC test. And certain tests are very specific. They are very particular to particular microorganisms. Like we example of glutamyl aminopeptidase test. Then AMVAC test. What about this AMVAC test? So AMVAC tests are nothing but a group of 4 tests, individual tests used in microbiology lab testing to identify the organisms in the coliform groups, mostly Enterobacteriaceae. Because coliform is a gram-negative, aerobic, and facultative anaerobes. Means those microbes can grow in absence or presence of oxygen. They are mostly rod-shaped, bacillar shaped, which produces the gas from lactose from the within 48 hours, because they are mostly lactose fermenting bacteria. If you just talk about the lactose fermenting and non-lactose fermenting, that is also one classification, because some bacteria ferment the lactose, some may not ferment the lactose. Basis of that intermediate metabolites and certain enzymatic activity, so end product often give valuable information in identifying and classifying the microorganisms. So this indole, this AMVAC stand for indole test, M stand for methylate test, and V stand for Vox Proscavel, and C stand for cited utilization test. So I is just for easy for pronunciation. Just to make it proper pronunciation, we use this AMVAC test. We pronounce as a AMVAC test. If you see here microbes, how they are growing fastly. In this animation, a GIF image, you can see how microbes are growing. So, okay, that is the kind of things we can detect, because during this growth phase, they are metabolically very active and they are releasing certain enzymes, and they are changing the patterns and changing the the system environments. So that if you identify those systems, definitely we can identify unknown species. That is the basis of this test. If you see broadly, that it has been classified into gram positive, gram negative, motile, non-motile. Some are positive with indoles, some are negative with endols. So depends on their characteristics. We can classify this microorganism in different category. So AMVAC, to obtain the results of these 4 tests, 3 test tubes are inoculated with this tryptone broth, mostly indole test, methylate, Vox Proscavel, and MRVP broth, and citrate. And these AMVAC tests are employed in the identification and differentiation of member of family of Enterobacteriaceae. That's why this test is widely used for this kind of microorganism. Whenever you are putting this kind of bacteria or any sample that contain this species that is subject for identification, then this causes the reactions, and that reaction can be identified by adding certain indicators. So the growth will mostly appear after 24 to 48 hours at 37 degrees Celsius of incubation. What is AMVAC test? It's an indole test. You all know some microorganism can metabolize the tryptophan and by tryptophanase enzymes and form indole and pyruvic acids and ammonia, and that can be detected by using certain chemical reagents, that is Kovac reagent mostly added, and it produces a red color. A red color indicates the test is positive. So the E. coli Proteus vulgaris species mostly show the positiveness with indole test, while this Salmonella species, Klebsiella, and other species show the negative with this indole test. These are kind of reactions happening in this indole test. That is production of this, nothing but the red color in the alcohol layer indicate the positive reactions, that is production of alcohol. The next would be your, okay, so next test is methyl red test. After indole test, methyl red test, what is the aim of this test? To differentiate the E. coli and Escherichia erogens, and to determine the ability of microbes to oxidize the glucose with production of and stabilization of high content of acid end products. In this test, what we do, we take the samples, glucose sample, and we are just adding that sample that is subjected for testing. And what happens after over a period of time, after incubations, that if the gas is produced, the organic acid is going to produce, that can be detected by adding methylate indicators. So it will show the red colors because of formation of CO2 and S2, that will give positive test at pH below pH 4. So that will give that indication of positiveness. In another species, that is in Escherichia erogens, when we are adding this sample, okay, so it produces the acetic acid only, and that can be detected by methylate, and that show yellow color at pH 6. So that give the indications whether your sample is having that E. coli or aerogenesis based on the consumption of that oxidize the glucose level. and production of that acid end products. That is this test. So next test is that is very important, that is Vogt-Proskauer test, also called as VP test. This test, what is the aim of this test? To differentiate the E. coli and again Escherichia aerogenes by the production of 2,3-butanediol and acetone via glucose fermentation. The basic principle behind this test is to determine the capability of some organism to produce non-acidic and neutral end products such as acetyl methyl carbinol, which is also called as acetone, from the organic acid that result from glucose metabolism. This test is characterized E. aerogenes, that is Escherichia aerogenes. This test identifies bacteria that ferment glucose and leading to 2,3-butadiol accumulation in the mediums. In this test, what we do, we first take the glucose sample, okay, and it will be oxidized and form 2 pyruvates, and then further it will form acetoacetates. Then acetone is added as a reagent, we know indicators, then it converts into 2-butanediol. That will be detected, that can be detected by the color change, that is pink color complex is going to form because of this diacetyl creatine formations. So this is the reactions. If you just see in this image, you could see here the colors. VP shows the pink color. In case of negative test, it will remain as a yellow color only. That is the kind of things where we can interpret. Development of crimson red color indicate positive test of this particular Escherichia aerogenes, and no color change indicate negative test. Then another, that is a final, that is last test, that is in AMVAC, that is a citrate utilization test. So the major aim of this test is to determine the ability of microbes to ferment citrate as a sole carbon source. Here they use, some microorganisms use citrate as a sole carbon source. We all know citrate, presence of citrate permeates that facilitate the transport of citrate into bacterium. Sodium citrate as a carbon source and this NH4 as a nitrogen source. That is ammonia we use as a nitrogen source. The pH indicator mostly use here bromothymol blue. Like in methyl rate indicator we use in methyl MR test. This test is done on the slant since O2 is necessary for citrate utilization. That's why it is done on a slant, while all tests we perform on the Newton block. That is the difference between this. CO2 combined with the sodium supplied by sodium citrate and water to form a sodium carbonate and alkaline waters. This raises the pH. You all know pH, because of this pH get turns. The pH indicator is converted into blue color and represent the positive citrate test. Absence of color changes negative citrate test. If you see in this figure, in this image, you could see here the positive test show the blue color, while the negative test does not show any kind of color, only remain as a same, that is green color only. This will shows because of the reaction that is taking place here. If you see the reactions, what kind of reaction, because you utilize this citrate permease enzymes and it converts into pyruvic acid and oxalic acetic acid and carbon dioxides. This is the test. Just now we talked about that. So they are the different tests. If you just talk about the shortly, in briefly, the AMVAC test mostly positive for this indole methyl show positiveness, while Vogt-Proskauer, that is VP test, and citrate mostly shows negative. For Enterobacter species, if you talked about that, indole test negative, methyl rate negative, VP test show positive and citrate show positive for the Enterobacter aerogen species. In for Proteus vulgaris, if you see indole test show positiveness because it forms acids and that indole forms takes place. Methyl rate also show positive test, but VP and citrate show negatives. In case of Citrobacter fruitilis, these are species, indole test negative, while methyl rate and citrate test show positiveness. So based on the reactions, based on the enzyme utilizations, and we can say further that we can identify the unknown species. They are about different tests. Thank you for watching this my lectures. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my channels to get all updated video. Thank you once again to one and all.